For 11 weeks, we tune in the fall on Friday nights for high school football. But when November rolls around, those battles on Friday night turn into wars. The Nease Panthers have been making plenty of noise over the last few seasons, but last year, who was there to spoil their season? The Oakleaf Knights. It's a playoff rematch in round one on the same field where the upset took place 1 year ago. It's Nease. It's Oakleaf. It's our game of the week on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nease High School and the Jungle. I'm Noah Schlicksup, alongside my color commentator, Brody McGuff. Brody, we have got a packed house on hand and a great matchup here in round one.
Yeah, always a great atmosphere at the Jungle where the Nease Panthers take their home field, and they got home field advantage in the playoffs. Oakleaf, a really good team. Nease, a really good team. This is just a dream matchup for week one of the playoffs. Very excited to be here and to call this game with you, Noah.
A dream matchup for us, maybe not these teams. As you look at this region, 6A, Region 1, around the state, these guys could be a 2 seed, maybe even a 1 seed in some regions. But out here tonight, a 4 versus 5 matchup. You couldn't draw it up much more than this, and we had a lot going on pregame. You can tell this one means a lot to both teams. We already had a flag thrown 33 minutes before kickoff when Nease took the field. Oakleaf ran over to them, both teams jawing at each other, and there was a flag thrown by the officials who had just gotten on the field, and I believe there was a foul assessed to both sides, so that's something to watch out for tonight. It's already gotten chippy down there, and we haven't even kicked off yet. The captain's getting ready to meet at midfield. Nease and Oakleaf, last year in the playoffs, Nease came in undefeated. They were one of the top teams in the state, but Oakleaf marched in fresh off an upset against Mandarin. They came into Nease, and they beat the Panthers by a solid total as well, by multiple scores. They came in here, scored 30 points, and Nease, they've never beat the Oakleaf Knights. They are 0-4 against Oakleaf in their program's history. Brody, what are they going to have to do to change that tonight on their home field?
Well, I'll start off defensively. They just got to keep doing what they've been doing all season. They've been stopping about every run game they've gone against and just made teams try to beat them through the air. Every time they've lost a game this season, whether that was St. Augustine or Buchholz, they lost through the air. So they want to keep having that stud front seven, stopping the run. Fareed Coleman for Oakleaf is a very good halfback, one of the best in the area, as Coach Foy has said, and I agree with them. That kid is a ball player. So if they could stop them defensively, that will be the way of them having a really successful night. Offensively, they just got to click through be a balanced offense like they usually have, throw the ball and run the ball very well at a 50-50 clip, and I think they'll do a really good job with those two things happening. They will be fine, and they'll have a good game. Oakleaf, very good football team. They have a really scrappy unit as well. They've won some important games this year, like Ed White in that shootout. They know what it's like to win a very close football game, so they know what it takes to win in the playoffs. And Nease and Oakleaf, two really good football teams. I'm really excited about this matchup. Man, a lot of blabbering before the game, like you said. Both teams remember what happened last year. Excited to see what the final score of this game is going to be.
Yeah, both of these teams, a lot riding on this one. And you mentioned this is an Oakleaf team. This is nothing new to them. They came into the playoffs as underdogs last year. Went over to Mandarin, won 17-14. Went into Nease in round 2, won 34-14. Went over to Buchholz in round 3, lost by 6 points to a very tough Bobcats team. This is a group that knows how to play spoiler in November, but the Nease Panthers, they are plenty fired up. They are playing with a chip on their shoulder, something they felt was missing in the playoffs last year, and we'll see if they can use that to their advantage to come out with a win on their home field. Nease, the 4 seed in their region, Oakleaf number 5. As the teams get ready to take the field, we send you down to the field for these intros. cannon is fired. We're set for some Friday night football.
Oh yeah, it is rocking at the Jungle tonight. What an entrance. Welcome to the Jungle. They got their little scoreboard scans. What do you call those things
Hype
again?
video, man.
Nice hype video on the board over there. Just a dream matchup tonight. I'm very happy to be here. I don't want to be anywhere else on this Friday night other than here at the Jungle to watch these two juggernaut of teams to go play each other.
The matchup we're watching tonight, who is going to win the line of scrimmage? Last year it was Oakleaf. Nease has been full go with their offensive line in practice for the past few weeks. Colin Draft told us in preparation for a matchup like this in the playoffs. It's all going to come down to who can establish the run game and who can stop that other team on the ground.
Yeah, Coach Drafts has mentioned, as talking to him earlier this week, they've been in full pads for a while, having really physical practices, which is a little unheard of going up into a playoff game. You know, you got some injuries, you know, teams going through a full season, a little beat up. But he said, no, we need to keep this physicality because last year we got beat up front, and he said we're not making the same mistake this year. So Nease definitely prepared. Coach Foy has got his guys and the Knights prepared. It's going to be a battle tonight.
Two very well-coached teams, two playoff contenders. Nease will kick it away, and we are underway. In round one of the playoffs, it's a touchback over the head of Trace Burney, and the Oakleaf Knights will take the field. There's a couple players to watch on both these sides. Highlighting first for this Oakleaf offense, how about Buck Coleman, the senior running back in the season he has had?
This kid is a D1 athlete, and he's got all the intangibles. He might not have as much weight on him as you would think, but he plays like a big halfback, and he's got breakaway speed. He's shifty. He can do it. He can do it through the passing game as well. This halfback, Fareed Coleman, is one of the best in the state.
First down and 10 for the Knights on their own 20-yard line. They've got two running backs, C.J. Moses and Buck Coleman to the right of Jack McKissick. The senior quarterback has had plenty of big starts over the years, including last year against Nease. They start with the give to Coleman, who gets up across the 20-yard line, but not much farther. He's only going to get a couple of yards. He'll be second down and 8.
Yeah, Coleman ran into number 11, Devin Wentley. He was trying to hit the left side, trying to get outside the tackles, trying to cut back. Really good job by the Nease front seven of staying home and making sure he doesn't hit a big gain.
This is a Nease defense that has been phenomenal all year long. They come in holding opponents to just 12 points per game. Low snap, McKissick handles it. Let's go with a pass that's batted at the line of scrimmage. Knocked down. Jacob Murray with the deflection. Only third down.
Oakleaf going a little bit exotic with their offensive front. Their offensive formation start with two halfbacks to the right of McKissick. Both times motion halfbacks around. Right there, they faked the screen and tried to look for a pass, but it got knocked down a line of scrimmage, and we got a third down on this first drive.
3rd and 8. Two receivers wide on either side. And they've got some very good receivers here at Oakleaf. Jordan Price, Mike Connor, Trace Burney, Sincere Murphy. All very good players. Time runs out on the play clock. I'll move them back 5 yards.
It's loud in here. Oakleaf might be saying that they called a timeout there. They won't get it.
You know what I love, Brody? We've got the official mics tonight so we can hear the referees.
It's been a struggle sometimes throughout the season, knowing exactly what the call is. Heard right there, that's a delay of game. Oakleaf going in a trip set on this third down. Nease likes to send a lot of pressure. Let's see if they do it here.
3rd down and 13. McKissick looks to pass, steps forward in the pocket, moving to his left, let's go with a pass down the field, it's caught! That's a first down, Jordan Price.
That's a really good play by Jack McKissick. Nease had it strapped up the first 4 to 5 seconds of that game, and then Moves up in the pocket, rolls out left just a little bit, and flicks it right over the Nease defender. That's a playoff play right there by the QB. Jack McKissick has to have a night tonight.
Perfect throw on the run right there, dunking it over the defender. Shotgun formation now, first down and 10 on the 40. Just getting started, 10:46 on the clock. The Oakleaf Knights go with the run game. It's about a 3 or 4 yard gain. They like to say the easiest completion is a handoff, and they live by that run game offensively.
Yeah, I think any head coach calling Oakleaf would do that, especially with your back with Freed Coleman and how physical of an O-line they have. They're big and they're tough. They've ran the ball very well throughout this whole season.
I mean, Brody, we were calling a game earlier this year, our game of the week, versus Ed White. Freed Coleman had 5 touchdowns in the third quarter.
That's PlayStation numbers.
Last year against Nease. And 159 yards, a pass down the field, players on the ground, and there's no flag.
It's a good no call by the ref right there. They just ran into each other. McKissick looking for Trace Burney on that deep crosser. McKissick has had a lot of time so far on these passes plays. He's doing a really good job maneuvering in the pocket, manipulating the DNs. Big time third down coming up right here. Staying in that trips offense like they did last third down.
Third down and 7. McKissick looks up the left sideline, unable to connect with Jordan Price. Fourth down, and the Knights will punt.
That's tough right there. That's 5 to 6 rushers getting after the QB. McKissick knows it too. He read it well. He's like, I got to get rid of this ball. But Nease's DBs and linebackers and nickels are really good at covering downfield, man-to-man. Right there, they're just all over every route across the field. McKissick tries to hit the back shoulder. That's a tough throw, especially when under pressure. It's a good stop by this Nease offense. This Nease defense.
Yeah, it's a very good unit. Before the season, we had this Nease team week 1. We were talking with Colin Drafts. He said this is the most talented unit we've ever had down on the field before this game. I asked him, is it safe to say they're the best unit now? He said, oh, absolutely.
And that means he thinks very highly of the Nease defense, because there's a Nease defense when Marcus Stokes was a junior. They had Ben Bogle and a bunch of studs on that defense. Saying this one's better.
They won a state championship in 2005.
That
and
too.
Runners up in 06 and 07.
Plenty of good Nease teams before it. But speaking highly of the Nease defense.
And this is an offense that, like Coach Draft says, when they're playing their best, he said before the game, they might be even better than last year's offense when they're playing at their best. Aiden Pfeiffer, the sophomore quarterback, 7 touchdowns in his last 2 games. Starts with a hand to Enrique Ordonez, who spins around and falls forward for a gain of 3. Ordonez is a guy at Brody, you really like him at running back.
Oh, I do. He's a very powerful running back. He's got some breakaway speed on him, too. He's really good at breaking the first tackle as well. Right there, he got tackled from the first tackle, but he fought for some extra yards there. That should have been in the backfield. Turned it out of a loss. Really good stop, though, by the front 7 of Oakleaf.
Second down, 9:04 on the clock in the first quarter. It's a screen pass out wide. Tyshawn Ford has got a first down. Ford with some more to the 50-yard line. He goes. It's a first down Nease on the Oakleaf 49.
The Nease offense lives and dies by the RPO game, run-pass options. They love the receiver screens, too. They do a really good job of blocking on the perimeter right there. One of the receivers for Nease laid a great block. And then Tyshawn Ford. Man, that's one great athlete right there. Made a big play out of that. First down, Panthers.
Play action. Pfeiffer lets go of a pass. Finds Ford again. And with forward progress, he'll be down at the 45. Ford, a junior who wasn't in a starting role in week 1, but he's earned that spot over the course of the year. Had a passing touchdown against St. Augustine. But he's stepped up as a real pass-catching threat in the past few weeks specifically for Nease. 2nd down and 6. Pfeiffer running right. Let's go with pass sidearm and can't find Braden Felder.
Panthers pass just out of reach of number 6, Braden Felder.
Really good coverage by their nickel, AD Mentor. Number 14 was really solid coverage on Braden Felder. Ran a deep out route there. Felder, a lethal route runner as well. One of the best in the area. That's some really good coverage right there. Pfeiffer has to throw the perfect ball for that to be a completion.
We got personal fouls on both sides. It'll be 3rd down. How about that?
It was chippy before the game. I was honestly waiting on it.
Emotions are running high.
It's a playoff game, man. It just means more for both sides.
I mean, it has to. It's win or go home. Third down and 6 yards to go. 8:01 to play in the first quarter.
Oakleaf showing pressure right here in man-to-man coverage. Look up top for Vernon Stevens.
Timeout on the side. And Nease burned a timeout before the play clock hit 0. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Nease Panthers coming up. Let's take a look back at their season and how they got to this point. This is a group that was hot coming out of the gates, Brody. 4 wins over Ponte Vedra, Creekside, Lincoln, and Fletcher. All playoff teams outside of Fletcher there, who really a playoff caliber team there. Just got stuck in the region of death, 6A Region 1. And then they followed that up. They lost by 4 points to St. Augustine, and they still remember that one. They feel that there was maybe some questionable calls towards the end of that game. St. Augustine, though, ends up with the win. They got outplayed at Buchholz, and Coach Drafts conceded that in our conversation, 27-7 loss. But they've rattled off 4 more wins since then, and they seem to be playing their best football right now going into the playoffs.
Yeah, and they're battle tested. They know what it's like to play in those tough games, and they're close in that St. Augustine one. That one could have gone either way. St. Augustine just a better team that night. Nease has had a really solid season. Both of their losses been to state championship contender teams.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 6. Pfeiffer, a quick pass to Ford. He's got blocks, gets past the 40-yard line. Ford inside the 35. That's another Panther first down.
They're going to live and die by those screens tonight, those receiver screens. Again, I mentioned it earlier, they're very physical on the perimeter. Their receivers block probably better than most receiving corps in the area and what we've covered. I know a big-time Nease motto over there, if you can't block that receiver, you can't play. I think their backup QB's at the bottom of the screen.
Yes, he is. That's Derek Hardy. And they pitch it to him. Hardy's going to let go of a pass. Seeing nothing, Oakleaf was all over it, and Hardy gets forward to the 30-yard line. You identified that. I think Oakleaf did too.
Drafts loves his trick plays, and he'll whip them out whenever he wants. Does not care what down and distance it is.
Not often you see those on 1st and 10. We saw a great trick play in our game of the week where Hardy threw a touchdown pass. They lined him up at receiver.
I think it was very similar to what we just saw.
The corners are up and pressing. Ordonez back, play action. Aiden Pfeiffer gonna run it. Gets inside the 25, slides down just shy of the 20-yard line. Aiden Pfeiffer picks up the first down with his legs.
He was looking for Braden Felder across the middle, and he didn't like what he saw. And I think that's a lot. That tells you a lot about his growth throughout the season. He's a sophomore QB. He's had his hiccups through throwing picks and turnovers, maybe forcing things at times. Right there, he didn't like what he saw. He saw the space he had. Picked up a nice first down for the Panthers offense. Doing a really good job, and they're staying in empty.
First drive of his first playoff game, and Nease is leaning on their quarterback. Showing a lot of trust. They hand it off. Vernon Stevens still going on that outside at the 14-yard line. Breaks out of a tackle. Vernon Stevens. Talk about effort. somehow finds his way forward to the 11-yard line. There is laundry on the field.
We do have a flag on the play.
Wonder if it could be holding. Oh, face mask.
So Nease will get the football on the 5-yard line after the official water break. Timeouts brought to you by Donato's Pizza. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Back after this water break on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
One thing I noticed is that when Chuck joined me, he challenged me.
You're going to be late.
Not as late as you. It's a natural thing between brothers, pushing each other.
Hey, it's one-upmanship. It's good for us, and it's good for our clients.
It doesn't get more fairer than that.
Welcome back to Nease High School and our Whataburger Game of the Week. High school football on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network is presented by That One Painter First Coast. That painter you need, we're the one. Republic Services, RecyclingSimplified.com. Nimnik Buick GMC, nobody but Nimnik. Jaguars Prep, Farah and Farah, and Baker Sports. It's first down and goal for Nease. 6 minutes, 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Panthers have driven down the field and now sit on the 5-yard line. They bring Ford in motion, and they hand it to the receiver. Breaks it, tackle back by the 10, reversing course, hit at the 15, and a big hit late on him, back around the 17. Jermaine Robinson is the one to finish it off. He's 20th in the state of Florida in tackles. Finished the regular season with 122, Brody.
This kid is an absolute stud. Jermaine Robinson, he had one of his best, I think his best game last time we called him against Ed White.
Yeah.
And we missed him. We ain't missing him tonight. That is one great football player right there. That's a big-time loss for this Panthers offense on that first down play.
He was always in on his tackle. It was so routine you didn't notice it, but we looked back at the box score after, and he had 21 tackles. He made sure we weren't missing us tonight. He came up, introduced himself, shook your hand, said, "Hey, I'm Jermaine Robinson." Is that pass incomplete? But Robinson came up, shook your hand on the field before the game, because we had talked about it on our show when we had Coach Foy on, how we missed him during that game. We didn't talk about him enough. He goes up, he says, "Hey, I'm Jermaine Robinson. You missed me last time."
And we deserve that, man. We did miss him, and just like, how do we miss him? You know, we definitely – that's a version of us making a bad play right there.
6'2", 192, the senior has had 13-plus tackles in his last 4 games, including those 21 against Ed White. Third down and goal, back at the 17-yard line. Pfeiffer throwing a fade to Chase Pfeiffer off the hands at the goal line. A big hit laid on Chase Pfeiffer as well by Kamari Townsend at the end. And they're sending out the kicker. This is Eric Davis Bear. His long this season is from 38, and he'll be kicking this one from around 35. In a game like this, special teams could be the difference. And Davis Bear trying to get Nease on the board. 4 of 8 on field goals this year. Here's the snap, the hold, looks good. The kick is up. It's got plenty on it, and it splits the uprights for our first points of the game. Nease jumps out to an early advantage. It's 3-0, 4:55 to go in the first quarter.
Solid offensive drive there by Nease, but really good job from the Knights to get that stop on the goal line. Big tackle for loss on that first down play when it was first and goal.
Yeah, if you're
3's a lot better
there,
than 7.
If you're Nease, you're happy to get points, but the offense probably not feeling as good after leaving points on the board, starting first and goal on the 5 after driving down the field.
It's a long offensive drive, too. Took a lot of time off the clock.
If you're a former linebacker. If you're a defense that bends but doesn't break like that on a long, sustained drive, it's got to be a good feeling on the sidelines.
Honestly, it feels like a win when you hold them to 3, because you keep doing that every drive. You feel like your offense could do enough to outdo just a bunch of 3s from the other team's offense.
Mike Connor takes it in just inside the goal line. It's a touchback, and Oakleaf will take over again on offense, and we'll see if they can do enough here after the field goal. They got a first down last time, nothing more after that. We'll see if they maybe try to get Buck Coleman a little more involved. I think only 2 carries for him on that first drive.
Yeah, Nease stacking that box. There's 2 high safeties, but they play low. So there's a lot of run fitters on this defense. Oakleaf staying in this weird 2-back offense.
Adds a blocker. An extra option. It's a dump-off pass. Complete for a gain of 3 or 4. C.J. Moses.
It's gonna be hard to win the perimeter battles for Oakleaf over there on the right side. Anywhere where number 0 is, it's gonna be tough to throw some screens on that Oklahoma commit.
They pick up 4. It's 2nd down and 6. Moses lining up as the fullback here in the I formation. They now motion out of it. And Coleman is out at wide receiver. They do like him there. They go with the big power back in C.J. Moses. And Nease's defense is there to greet him up front. It'll be 3rd down and 5 from the 25.
Good job by the front 7 of the Nease defense. Hit the ball carrier around the line of scrimmage and just swarming. There's about 9 golden hats around that ball carrier. Another 3rd and long for this Oakleaf offense.
Third and 5. They bring a man in motion. And they hand it off. Coleman is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a tackle for loss on 3rd down, and Oakleaf is going to have to punt it away.
It's a great play by Crew Casey, getting in the backfield, securing that tackle on 3rd down. Oakleaf goes with the run play on 3rd and 7, trying to catch the Nease defense sleeping on the run game. Nease was ready for it.
That's what they emphasized coming into this matchup. They knew that, their goal tonight is to slap that run game, make them one-dimensional. The punt is away. Fair catch called for and brought in. It'll be Nease football around their own 35-yard line. And there's flags down back by the line of scrimmage.
The last flag they threw around the 30-yard line, that's probably going to be a personal foul to the Nease team. Looked like some John back and forth after that play. I think the first flag was holding on that punt for Oakleaf. It should be offsetting.
We have multiple fouls on.
Brody's 1 for 1.
We have Denball, Sulfat.
2 for 2.
They will be both enforced after the end of the kick.
Okay, so this will be a 10-yard penalty on Oakleaf. So in the end, it will be a 5-yard loss for Nease. Just put the ball on the 30-yard line.
Did get the offsetting part.
Oh, they're not moving the ball right now. Now they are. Nease's offense coming on the field after a 3-and-out, put together a long drive not too long ago. 2:39 on the clock in the first quarter, and Maybe a bit of an advantage for him now. See, my question is, why are you moving it forward 10 yards to go back 15? Just do some quick math and put it on the 30.
I don't know about that. These fans thinking the same thing. Play some football. First down.
Play action. Hayden Pfeiffer. Let's go one to Felder. That's caught. He's got some space after the catch. Past the 50-yard line. Works his way down to Oakleaf 42.
Gonna see a lot of number 6 tonight. That's their quick slot, and they play him everywhere. He ran that quick slant, caught the ball. The Oakleaf linebacker that's supposed to be guarding the middle of the field just missed him, overran that route. Give Braden Felder some space. He's gonna make a big play out of it. And he did right there.
1st and 10 now from the Oakleaf 41. Empty backfield for Pfeiffer. Brings Vernon Stevens across in motion. Then looks to the sidelines. Pfeiffer on a design quarterback run is gone! Touchdown Nease! Aiden Pfeiffer! 41 yards to the house!
They put 5 receivers to the left side, empty backfield. There's no receivers on the right. And all Travis is wanting to do right there is to give this QB a nice running lane on the right side. Perfect blocking in the box by the Nease line. Pfeiffer found a gap, and all the Oakleaf DBs and linebackers on the other side. And that's a touchdown for the Panthers.
And they're going for 2. Derek Hardy, the backup quarterback, is out there. And what is going on here? They got the kicker lined up right behind him. And now they line up for the PAT. Three seconds on the play clock. Ball snapped at 2. The extra point is good, and that's going to be a flag. We're roughing the kicker.
It's a quick drive for the Panthers offense right there. Didn't take much, probably 3-play drive, 4-play drive. Taking that 2-score lead in the first quarter. Oakleaf's offense has got to show something on this next drive.
Yeah, a lot of momentum right now at the Nease Panthers, as their defense has been dominant.
The kicker on the truck, 5 yards.
They called that running into the kicker. Kind of surprised that one didn't go for 15.
Practically a tackle. You guys are wondering what the smoke is right now. It's from the cannon.
I love a good cannon on a high school football field.
Yeah.
Not sure if our camera guys and you guys do, as you have to see through the smoke now. .151 to play in the first quarter. It's 10-0 Nease. The kick is a touchback after the touchdown, brought to you by Bono's Pit Barbecue. Real Pit Barbecue since 1949. Well, this is an Oakleaf offense that has had a lot of success this year. They come in averaging 30 points per game, rushing for 206 yards per game. But they've been punched in the mouth here early on. 1 first down and 2 drives. They haven't been able to get the run going. Looking for something, as they already trail by 10. They start with the run, and there's not much going. The pile is moving, but more sideways than anything. And Reed Coleman not going very far.
Oakleaf just trying to get a play where their O-line matches up well against this front 7 of Nease and line up some blocks, gives Coleman a gap because this is an explosive player. They feel like they get that one big first down, a nice 10 to 15-yard gain. They can get the drive rolling. Solid run there, though.
Throw over the middle. High ball off the hands of Mike Connor. Incomplete. Vantage is 8:02. And now available, the Farrah Friday Night Zone Blitz on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. This game is available on the Action News Now stream and on YouTube. Third down and 7 yards to go. Oakleaf trying to avoid their second straight 3 and out. McKissick getting set. 3 seconds on the play clock, takes the snap. Facing a blitz, lets one go down the field. It is intercepted. No, off the hands of Jaden Haynes. Dropped that one right in the breadbasket of the corner. In the end, Haynes unable to haul in his 3rd interception of the year.
Really good coverage by Haynes. It looked like he was playing a deep third on that far side of the field. McKissick looking for Trace Burney. Just Haynes all over that one. And the Oakleaf offense walking off the field yet again.
There's the punt. It's blocked by Jacob Curry. Picked up and over the goal line is Damian Bridges. It's a touchdown Panthers on a block punt.
The Oklahoma commit. He's a physical, fast player. He's just a playmaker, man. He gets in the backfield on that punt and blocks it. What a play by him. Bridges picks it up and gets it in the end zone. These Panthers just rolling right now.
Last year, it was Oakleaf that came out and set the tone early. The Nease Panthers have done it in a big way this time around. The PAT is good. And just like that, it is 17-0 Nease. With 52 seconds to go in the first quarter, I don't think many people saw this one coming, Brody.
No, Nease definitely just very prepared for this football game, and they were just so fired up coming out the gates. First quarter hasn't even ended, and they got 17 points. Picture perfect start for them. Defense playing hot, made us big time special teams play, big plays on offense. Everything they've wanted has happened in this first quarter. Oakleaf needs a spark on this next drive.
Sometimes no better place for a spark than special teams. Davis Bear with the kick. Connor drops it. Touchback.
And the kick goes into the end zone for a touchback.
Nearly a big-time mistake there. 52.3 seconds to go in the first quarter. This will be the 4th offensive drive for Oakleaf. In total, they have about 22 yards of offense and 1 first down. Time to make something happen. Coleman to about the 25. 2nd and 5.
Good fitting right there by the Nease defensive front. Crew Casey sets the edge. Just Noah Hodge a little late to get there. Good gain by Coleman.
Crew Casey, a guy, what did Coach Draft say about him on our call this week?
He said he's been playing with his head on fire. And he has. He's already made a few big plays tonight.
One of the top players in the state when it comes to sacks. He has 19. McKissick nearly sacked there. Lets one go over the middle, and it's caught by Connor. That'll be a first down if flag flies. I think that's going to be a legal man downfield.
Kissick took a shot there on that throw as well.
A tough blow there. Oakleaf had a first down, which they needed in a big way. Sale will back him up even more. Second down and 10. Will be coming at the start of the second quarter. What a start for the Nease Panthers. They lead by 17 after one in our Whataburger game of the week.
Burgers or breakfast, you can get it all at Whataburger. Try something new on the menu or an all-time favorite like the Whataburger Patty Melt.
And now you can have breakfast here at Whataburger 12 hours a day, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m. Menu items like the bacon taquito, sausage taquito, honey butter chicken biscuit. Whether you work the late night shift, just want a snack early in the morning to get your day started, or a little pick-me-up late in the morning, 12 hours a day, breakfast served, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m.
A dozen locations in Jacksonville. You can order pickup or delivery and download the Whataburger app. New rewards members get free Whataburger items when placing their first online order. Just download the app. And for us coffee drinkers, Whataburger has all new hot coffee and iced coffee too. Satisfy that coffee craving at Whataburger 24/7, and it comes in a variety of flavors. Burgers, breakfast, coffee, and so much more. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Oakleaf with the football, second down and 10, starting the second quarter. It's a throw over the middle, off the hands of Connor. That's one you feel like he's got to have.
Yeah, it was a very great throw by McKissick across the middle right there in a tight window. Like the play call as well. Just got to haul it in.
Third down. Dropping back, McKissick lets one go over the middle, and that one is dropped. See, maybe a little bit behind Jordan Price. And Oakleaf's going to have to punt another 3 and out.
It's another big-time stop by the Panthers defense, setting the house right there on 3rd and 10.
This would probably be the spot for a fake punt.
Deep in your territory.
Their last punt blocked for a touchdown. This one is away, and oh boy, that's a booming punt brought in back on the 35 by Felder. He's running it back past the 50-yard line, still going, brought down from behind at the 43-yard line. Nease wanted a horse collar on that.
That was a little high. The tackle was made by Jermaine Robinson on the sideline. Solid return from Felder. Getting it across to 50. That was a booming punt. Nease not really running the ball too much. Doing the majority of their work through the air.
Which is surprising. We had heard coming into this game, Enrique Ordonez could get about as much as 25 carries in this game. They haven't been using him much the past few weeks to get him rested up for this game. They give right here up the middle, and that's to Camden Clinton. He gets 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5.
A tough run right there from McClinton. Great 5-yard carry right there.
His senior's been good this year, 199 yards on just 14 carries.
Wow.
They bring Ford in motion. Pfeiffer looking to run again, and he's got past the 35, inside the 30. I tell you what, that's something that he's been doing more in recent weeks. He's been using his legs more. He's doing it with a lot of success.
Yes, he has been. He had that big run earlier and a good run right there.
Patient.
Very good job for this Panthers offense moving the ball.
1st and 10. 10:35 to go in the second quarter. They hand it off this time to Quinn Bradfield. Not much going for him on that one.
Quinn Bradfield on the carry. Gain of a couple.
Maybe one.
Second down.
On the gain, it'll be 2nd down and 9.
Nease likes to rotate a lot of halfbacks in the backfield. A lot of different guys getting different touches. Even sometimes they'll line up the receivers in the backfield, get some handoffs there.
Credit to this offensive line right now for Nease. They've opened up holes in the run game, protected their quarterback. They hand off on a jet sweep to Felder. He's inside the 15, spinning inside the 10, drives down to the 7-yard line.
Nice run by number 6, Braden Felder.
What a play by Felder right there.
First down.
Making it happen on the left side. Great blocking, too, on the perimeter and the O-line. Nease executing on a very high level. Expect a run play here to Ordonez.
1st down and goal. 6-yard line. Pfeiffer keeps it himself. He's around the 5-yard line.
Pfeiffer on the
Tackle
quarterback
made
keeper.
by Ashnell Lewisick.
Brings up 2nd down.
This is an Oakleaf unit that has just been dominant up front this year. 44 sacks, 83 tackles for loss. They had allowed just 7 rushing touchdowns all year coming into the night. But Nease has had some big runs on them. Pfeiffer gonna run it himself, and there is plenty of daylight. He's into the end zone. It's another rushing touchdown for Aiden Pfeiffer.
It's a second. Nease likes to go with that 5 wide look and have the 5 receivers on one side, and it's very hard to respect all those receivers. Make sure you have guys over there to guard that, and also make sure Aiden Pfeiffer is stopped as a runner. It's hard to get enough players in the box in those moments. And it works again for the Panthers. Oakleaf having a very hard time figuring out that formation.
A flag before the snap. Who's got too many men on the field? Maybe offside?
Encroachment on the defense.
Got
Half the
encroachment.
distance to the goal. Try for point.
It's a quick call.
You know, it was funny. When we were down on the field talking with Colin Drafts, he mentioned that Nate Harry last year added that mobile dynamic to the offense that Aiden Pfeiffer maybe wasn't quite as skilled in.
Yeah.
You would not be able to tell that watching tonight's game.
Good vision, too, finding the gaps as well. He looked pretty fast on that breakaway touchdown earlier in the first quarter. Pfeiffer having a very impressive game as a sophomore QB in a big-time playoff matchup.
24-0, the Nease Panthers in control. And this has been just an all-around effort for them. The defense has been suffocating. They've got a touchdown on special teams. They just had a big return from Braden Felder to set him up in Oakleaf territory. And then on offense, they're moving the ball with ease.
Again, everything is going right for them. A few plays where they've messed up. They've only let up 1 first down defensively. Doing everything you want your team to do in a football game. Oakleaf looking for a response bad.
Another touchback. Eric Davis-Bear. It's a weapon to have a kicker that can put it in the end zone like that.
Yeah, a lot of teams have just really good athletes they put back there. They're fast and shifty and hard to bring down.
Especially this Oakleaf team.
Yeah, and that one was received by Fareed Coleman. You don't want him running the ball in special teams.
You give him a little bit of space anywhere. That's dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Oakleaf, they battled this year. This is their best regular season since 2015. They come into the playoffs now as a 5 seed. Down 24-0. You can't handle what's happened. You can't change what's happened so far in this game. What you can do is fight back going forward. And it all starts right here. A jet sweep to Trace Burney. Burney is brought down in the backfield.
It's going to be really hard for the Knights to win anything on the perimeter. The receivers aren't the biggest. And Nease's defense, corners, linebackers, nickels, very physical on the perimeter. It's going to be hard to win some blocks on the outside. Right there, big time tackle for loss. Yet again from this Panthers defense.
Second down and 13 yards to go. Rolling to the right. McKissick is going to take it himself, crosses the 20, and gains 5 yards.
McKissick on the quarterback keeper.
Had an out route down low. Murphy looked open, but McKissick had he liked the space he had.
Do you feel like he's a little hesitant right now to throw the football?
He's dealing with a lot. He's got a lot of pressure on every down. He's a little bit skippy, but also it's kind of how he plays. He's very light on his feet and bouncy.
There's been a lot of drops, though. Third down and 8. Oakleaf hasn't picked up a first down since their first possession. McKissick trying to change that. He's got time, lets a shot go downfield, and it's caught by Mike Connor. Across the 50-yard line to the Nease 45.
What a ball by McKissick right there. They were looking for that same play earlier. Mike Connor was open on the crosser, but they got tripped up on that play. McKissick puts it on the money, and a good route from Connor. And a great play for this Knights offense. That's the spark they need. Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
Could not have placed a better ball right there.
That was great touch as well.
First and 10. They go to the run game. Coleman with a solid gain to the 41. It will be second down and 6.
Solid push up front from the Knights O-line. Reed Coleman, solid run right there. Cutting off about half the yardage to the sticks.
You'll always take 4 yards on first down.
Oakleaf receivers running back and forth.
McKissick, downfield. Incomplete. Short of his target. He was looking for Price.
Really good coverage by Haynes on the outside. I like the shot they're trying to take on that second down play. Just couldn't really get that ball in a spot where his receiver could make a play on it. Here comes another third down. Oakleaf is going to have to execute on third downs tonight if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Seems like a good spot to run the football. try to set up fourth and manageable.
Agreed.
That's about as empty of a box as you're going to get from Nease.
Oh, yeah. And you don't know where they're going to send heat. It's Drew Casey on the outside and Curry on the other side.
They're pinching in now. They look to throw on third down. McKissick is under pressure. Dancing around. Brought down. Back on the Oakleaf 45. Chase Bogle in to finish him off.
Big time sack for the Panthers defense. McKissick took a big hit too. He's trying to move around the pocket, make a play. It's just this pass rush is gonna hit home. You don't have enough time. You need to look at your reads and get the ball out. Can't escape it every time. Oakleaf having to punt yet again. And now there's a false start on the night special teams unit.
Honestly, just shocking to see this result right now.
5 yards, 4 down.
I mean, we are tracking right now to maybe running clock with the way this one's going.
We are. We're about 11 points in at 35, 11 points away from it. But are running clocks, does that happen in playoff games? Not sure. We might find out.
That kick nearly blocked again. Forces one out of bounds, and Nease is going to get the football on the Oakleaf 37. Oakleaf just needs to get to halftime.
It's what it feels like, their offense. Oh, it looks like we got a water break.
And we'll be back after this 30-second break in our Whataburger Game of the Week.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The thrill of winning never gets old.
But at Farah and Farah, it's not just about us. It's the thrill of fighting for our clients.
That's what drives us.
We've seen big insurance underpay car crash claims or flat out deny them.
It's sad to say, but it's true.
That's why we're so relentless, to get our clients every dollar they deserve.
It doesn't get more fairer than that.
By the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHS.
4 minutes and 52 seconds to play in the second quarter. It's 24-0 Nease over Oakleaf. The Panthers dominating so far, and looking around the area at some other postseason score. Rains leads 29-6 in the third quarter over Baker County. Mandarin up on Crestview 35-7. Ed White and Pine Forest close to half. That's 20-12. And St. Augustine down the road up 63-14 at halftime.
That's unreal.
First and 10 for the Panthers. Pfeiffer stepping forward to the end zone, incomplete.
Receivers getting tangled up downfield for the Panthers.
Looking for number 1, Vernon Stevens. Second down.
Oakleaf DBs being really physical downfield. Pfeiffer tries a shot, just overshot him. It's going to bring up a second down.
The winner of this game will face the winner of Oviedo and Buchholz. Most likely going to be Buchholz.
That game happened last night.
It did, and Buchholz blew him out.
No, 49-42 or 41. It was a one-score game, a shootout.
How did I not see this?
I forgot to tell you before the game. I was thinking about it like all day.
I'm the play-by-play guy. I'm supposed to have that in my notes. Timeout, Oakleaf.
Timeout, Oakleaf.
That gives me the perfect time to issue an apology. In the future, I will strive to be better.
That's crazy, though. Oviedo.
They're 8-2.
Yeah.
Like, that's as good of an 8 seed as you're going to find. Outside of Niceville, maybe, in 5A.
Yeah.
I tell you, that Buchholz team is tough. They're the ones who knocked out Oakleaf last year. Only team that's handedly beat Nease this year.
Yeah.
No matter what, that's going to be a tough challenge
Buchholz is like the Grim Reaper to me. Like when I played in high school, we always ended up meeting them down the road in the playoffs or in district games in the season. And you got to do a lot of right things to beat that football team. You need a lot of things to go your way. Winner of this gets to see Buchholz in Gainesville at Citizens Field. It's going to be a good time as playing on the speakers.
Third down and 10 for Nease. 4:16 on the clock. Heavy blitz from Oakleaf. Pfeiffer on the run. Let's go with pass. Finds Felder. He's going to be shy of the first down, but a gain of 6. Fourth down and 4.
Felder runs a whip route over there, sells the slant, breaks out of it, goes to the flats. This is good coverage too by Mike Connor playing defense. Just really good throw by Pfeiffer under pressure.
I tell you, this coaching staff and this program has supreme confidence in Aiden Pfeiffer. They've stuck with him throughout his season, throughout, the highs and the lows. Showing exactly why tonight. Timeout spent by Nease. That's their second of the half.
Timeout.
3 minutes and 21 seconds remain in the second quarter. It'll be 4th down and 4, and Nease, at this point of the game, they're going for the kill in the first half.
Yeah, they are. They're already up by 3 possessions. That's if Oakleaf scores 8 every time. They get up 31 and a half. That is going to be the tallest mountain to climb for Oakleaf if they want to win this game. They needed to stop right here and get their offense a chance to go maybe score before half. They got Nease in a 4th down situation. This is a big-time play for the Knights defense and the whole Knights team.
Yeah, listen, you're never out completely in a high school football game. That other team managed to score whatever they did in that half somehow. That means there's a chance you can always go out and do the same.
Exactly, and if you get a 4th down stop right here, that's going to be a big-time spark. It could be a big momentum changer for the Knights.
4th and 4. Pfeiffer is alone in the backfield. He's running it himself to the left side. Aiden Pfeiffer finds the edge. He's got the first down, and he's got more to the 15. There is a flag, however. It's coming back.
That's about the only way you could stop that play.
On the offense. 10-yard penalty, 4th down.
It looked like they had that edge sealed, and I think there was a little tugging to give Pfeiffer that space.
Yeah. It's a big-time stop, though, for Oakleaf. Got some time on the clock to lay it out on the table at the end of this first half and get downfield and get in the end zone, possibly. Oakleaf likes to go with 2 returners back there. They know special teams as a unit, especially returning the football. They want to get in one of their playmakers' hands.
Trying to judge the landing zone, too, when you're punting from the 41. Davis Baird gets it away. It's brought in. No, it's dropped. It's on the ground. Oakleaf's going to fall on it, though, on the 11-yard line.
Nancy trying to make a play. You got to wave that one. This defender was coming in hot. If he caught that clean, he could have took a serious hit as well. Oakleaf Sweat very happy with getting that ball back right there.
Now they have 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go, 89 yards down the field. They hand to Coleman. He's going to be stopped around the 15-yard line.
Number 2.
Every time a tackle is made by this Panthers defense, they make sure that the ball carrier for the Knights doesn't get any yards after contact. They swarm immediately. They're really good at pursuing to the football. It's a well-coached unit right there. That's a sign of a very well-coached unit.
Ball's on the ground. Who's going to recover? Nease has the football. Panthers football on the Oakleaf 10. I think that one was just flat out dropped by Coleman on the handoff.
That one just hurts for the Knights. Trying to get something going with the drive, start with runs and see if they can get the chains moving. And then you just have a miscue at a horrible moment for them, and the Panthers looking to capitalize offensively and get in the end zone before half, make it a very big lead.
2:03 to go in the second quarter, and it's now 1st and goal on the 10-yard line. Waiting for Fireball to stop playing on the speakers. Shout out Pitbull. Low snap, Pfeiffer's got it though. With time in the pocket, lets one go. I don't think that's going to be ruled intentional grounding because Felder was in the area.
In the area of number 6.
He was getting ready to run away from it, go across the middle. Luckily, he was still in the vicinity of that ball. It's going to bring up a second down and goal.
Pfeiffer brings Stevens in motion. Hands to Ordonez. He's going down to the 5. To the 3-yard line. He's wrapped up. It'll be 3rd down and goal from a few yards out.
Solid run by Ordonez. Finding the gap, breaking a tackle, and trying to push the pile after contact. They never actually brought him to the ground. Just got wrapped up. And now they got a very manageable 3rd and goal from inside the 5-yard line.
Third and goal from the 3. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. Pfeiffer. Hands to Ordonez. Ordonez breaks through into the end zone.
Touchdown by number 26, Enrique.
First rushing touchdown for Ordonez tonight. Solid run right there. He set it up the play before. Really good job by the O-line and Ordonez just making it happen on that run play and getting into the end zone. Creating just a really big lead going into half. But there is 59 seconds left.
Nease with a little bit of an advantage.
Just a little bit.
And they receive to start the second half as well. 31-0. Another touchdown brought to you by Bono's Pit Barbecue. Real Pit Barbecue since 1949. You know what, Brody? We were talking, it was on Wednesday when we talked to Coach Drafts. And he mentioned that last year, maybe they came in a little too high. They like playing with a chip on their shoulder. That's Nease's brand of football. At that point, they were the top dog, and they didn't know how to handle that. This year, they feel they're being underlooked going into the playoffs. They feel like there's not enough noise surrounding them. They like that. They want to send a message, and they had plenty of bulletin board material. This is a team that spoiled their season last year, and they come into this one, and you can tell this is a team that came in, you know, with their tails on fire.
Oh, yeah.
They were fired up, and it's showing so far. He's on special teams. They've got Connor inside the 20, down at the 17.
Number 1. Michael Connor on the return.
Nease, as you said, likes to play with that chip on their shoulder. If they win this game, not sure yet, but if they win this game and they go on to each and every game they'll play from here, next week they'll be looking to Buchholz. They'll still have that underdog mentality. And then if they win that, they would maybe see a team like Mandarin down the line or Pace. Those are two big powerhouse teams this year. So there's a bunch of room for the bulletin board along this whole way through their playoff journey, but they got to win this one first.
McKissick lets one go. Complete. Just past the 20-yard line on the 21.
Number 81, Jeremy Ezekiel. On the catch, second down.
Clock is under 40 seconds.
McKissick dumps one off to Connor. Gets out of bounds around the 25.
Number 1, Michael Connor on the catch. Pushed out of bounds by Cash.
Put him out on the 23.
Brings up
Cash Colbo to get tackled. Colbo guy, I don't think he gets talked about enough just because there's so many names on this defense, but he's a guy that moved from corner to safety this year, offered by Vanderbilt and OU. The junior, 82 tackles and 24 pass breakups in the regular season.
He's an athlete.
McKissick dumps one off. Jordan Price has got the first down, and he's up to the 35-yard line. Call it the 34, 33.
Jordan Price on the catch. Pushed out of bounds by number 0, Jacob Curry.
Under 20 seconds left on the clock. If I'm Oakleaf, I'd just take a shot down the sideline. Hopefully when your receivers can win a 50-50 ball, make a big-time play, because Nease is still pressing their corners.
Looks like that's what they're trying to do. It's batted, nearly picked off. Noah Hodge close to coming down with it.
Nease just all over it. And also, when I said their corners were pressed, right when the ball was snapped, they start bailing into a deep third. So that's really not that good of an option as well, to take a shot down the sideline.
Nice deception by the defense there.
Yeah, it fooled me too.
Preston Harris, the defensive coordinator. Obviously a lot of public talk about Robert Garth this season and his suspension. This Nease defense has responded after missing their coach, and it's another sack there, this time from Noah Hodge. And that's going to take us to half. 31-0. Nease in control and then some in the jungle. Boy, have they welcomed Nease. Has Nease Oakleaf back to Nease High School. We'll send you to the Friday Night Zone Blitz for our halftime break. Back in 20 minutes for the second half of football on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com. Burgers or breakfast, you can get it all at Whataburger. Try something new on the menu or an all-time favorite like the Whataburger Patty Melt.
And now you can have breakfast here at Whataburger 12 hours a day, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m. Menu items like the bacon taquito, sausage taquito, honey butter chicken biscuit. Whether you work the late night shift, just want a snack early in the morning to get your day started, or a little pick-me-up late in the morning, 12 hours a day, breakfast served, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m.
A dozen locations in Jacksonville. You can order pickup or delivery and download the Whataburger app. New rewards members get free Whataburger items when placing their first online order. Just download the app. And for us coffee drinkers, Whataburger has all new hot coffee and iced coffee too. Satisfy that coffee craving at Whataburger 24/7, and it comes in a variety of flavors. Burgers, breakfast, coffee, and so much more. Whataburger, just like you like it. Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oakleaf High School.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Shacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Colt Tilly, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker's Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com. They're down 49-21. We won't rule them out of it just yet because you never know with Creekside. They play some wild games. I don't know what happens. There is Trinity Christian. Says 21-10 on there. We just got an update from Chandler. It's 28-10, 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Let's show you some highlights from that Trinity Christian Providence game.
Remember what we went through to get here, all right? Yes, sir. Because that first part of the season was ugly. And we remember that, right? Yes, sir. So we do not want this to end. Everybody got me? Yes, sir. So do what you're supposed to do.
Wow, there you go, Verlin Dorman. He knows this time of year. Hanging out with Mo Williams right there from Providence. Trinity Christian knows all about November football. Conquerors needed just 3 plays to jump onto the lead. Micah Anderson, 15 yards to pay dirt, 7-0 for the home team. Those dang lights, they always get us. They get the ball right back. Terrell Dallas, unlike anything on the near side, goes up the middle to Chris Grissett. Trinity doubles the lead out to an early one. The defense would make a play right after that. Deflected ball, Jakari Jackson able to pick it up. Nice job on the interception. Providence would hold after the turnover, and on the ensuing drive, Jake Contner to Josiah Payton. Little screen pass. Like to see more of those on Sunday for the Jags against the Chargers. That would lead to a field goal. Trinity up 21-10 at the half. Like we just mentioned, they scored coming out of the gates 28-10, and looks like they're in command against the Providence Stallions. Sully, you know, it's interesting with Trinity. We've just been anticipating this all season. He's had a young team for the last couple of years overall. They got off to a horrendous start, especially by their standard, against a really tough schedule. And he acknowledged it right there. He's like, they were not happy about that start, and it looks like they're using it for motivation as they continue to get better and better here in November.
Well, they've won 6 of the last 7, and they took Lake City, Columbia to a 27-20 loss about 4 or 5 weeks ago. They've got better each week. I talked to Coach Dormany on Tuesday, and he said his kids have just held on and just kept coming to practice and working to get better. And he told me, he said, you know, we may not win it all this year, but I guarantee you we're going to be back full go next year. They'll be loaded coming out of next season. A lot of returners.
Yeah, so look, it feels that way, doesn't it? It feels like they're taking their lumps as a younger football team, and now we'll see what happens going forward, and then all this pays off. But things right now look pretty good at Trinity. They're playing better. They're winning football games. Looks like they're taking care of business tonight. They're used to doing just that. Got a few more minutes to go in this West Nassau game. They're trying to hang on 14-10 in the SSAA. In that bracket, it's a semifinal against Fernandina Beach, so we like that matchup. We're up there live in Nassau County. And, I'm not even sure if the band's coming out up in that playoff game. Might just be looking at the field for the next 15 minutes at Nease. Nease and Oakleaf. Nease up 31-0. Not many people saw that one coming. Let's take a quick break here on the Farrah Friday Night Zone Blitz. We come back, more with Coach Sullivan, more scores. We've got some more highlights rolling in as well. And these live games that we'll continue to take a look at, including the end of West Nassau and Fernandina Beach.
Experience is priceless, but there's experience in being a lawyer, and there are life experiences too. You got to have both. There are a lot of good lawyers out there, but the real question is, are they good enough to take time to listen? Are they good enough to treat you with dignity and respect? In other words, are they good enough for you? When we say we're old school, but not old fashioned, we do things in a timeless, classic way that our clients really appreciate. It doesn't get more fairer than that.
This is Action Sports Jax, Farrah Friday Night Zone Blitz, sponsored by Farrah and Farrah, your Jacksonville accident attorneys.
Well, welcome back to the Farrah Friday Night Zone Blitz. Brent Martineau here, Stuart Weber, Marcel Robinson, Olivia Tassily, our entire team, and others out there shooting some highlights on a Friday night as well. And we've got a couple of games we're keeping an eye on live, including our Whataburger game of the week, and that's Nease over Oakleaf 31-0. Yes, you heard me correctly, 31-0 if you're just jumping in. And then we also have the West Nassau Fernandina Beach game in the semifinals. This one's a good one, 14-10, 6.5 minutes to go. West Nassau has the football inside the 20-yard line, and they're trying to hold off Fernandina Beach. Fernandina Beach just kicked a field goal on their last possession, so obviously you're working with the clock and also trying to punch it in here if you're the Warriors and finish this off. Sully, we talked about the Warriors a bunch last week, same with Fernandina Beach, but West Nassau trying to get a win. It's been a nice season up there for Gunnar Cox, and the folks in Callahan is back to their winning ways on a new field and trying to punch another playoff win.
Yeah, this is a big game for them. They could stick this in and sneak away with this win. That'll put them in the semifinals of the SSAA, which is a good rebuild considering 2 years ago they took over this program coming off like 2-8, 1-9, and they've done a really nice job.
That was a
shout out to my shout out to my boy Lance Picard, the O-line coach. Shout out Lance Picard, the O-line coach.
Well, a shout out to Skylar Freeman as well. He's a senior running back, just wiggled his way in and might have put a bow on that one in the SSAA Atlantic semifinal game. It's 20-10 pending the extra point, so that's obviously a big deal right there for the Warriors. And we'll finish that one off here in a bit. We'll get some post-game reaction, too. We'll have it for you on the Friday Night Blitz. This is a normal night of our Farrah Friday Night Zone Blitz. We'll take you all the way to midnight and some of the live action of the second half. You can watch the entire Whataburger game of the week. That is Nease and Oakleaf. And it could end up being a running clock. That one could go pretty fast because it's 31-0 in favor of Nease. But we will have more from that game coming up over the next hour. We'll have reaction from some of the others in the area. We'll have our analysis and kind of set the table for next week, week 2 of the postseason, over the next 90 minutes or so. And then at 10:30, we'll have the Friday Night Blitz, all the highlights packaged nice and quick and fun until 11 o'clock. We do our bands of the week. 11:15, we do the Blitz again. 11:35, everybody jumps in and we recap the night. So that's what's on the horizon. And meanwhile, about this time of night, I just kind of wait for the Donato's Pizza. Whoops. Donato's Pizza.
I was going to say.
What?
You said the other D word.
I know. Hey, I won't say anything bad about the other one, but I really like the Donato's, okay?
Of course, yes.
By the way, I guess word is I owe you a shirt, too, right? I got to get you a shirt. What size you wearing these days?
Probably medium.
All right.
In that collared shirt, yeah. And the boys showed up in the new shirt. They're all bragging, and I'm like, I've been on this show 5 years. I got a T-shirt.
Is that all you have? Is a T-shirt from us?
Yeah. Well, I got the pullover from
from
Josh.
Baker, from Josh.
Yeah, that was sweet. But then he fired me, so then. But at least I got the pullover.
Hey, at least I haven't fired you yet.
That's true. You're working on it, but I keep showing up.
Keep showing up. We appreciate that, man. Availability. That's an important thing. I'll get you one of those polo shirts then from the guys. Unless you want something else, like maybe I got to start working on you. You need something for a fishing shirt, something like that down there for a Saturday morning at Flagler Beach.
It doesn't matter. You know me. If it's free, I'll take 3.
Yeah, that's right. You're not alone. You are not alone there. That is for sure. All right, let's check our scoreboard. We're keeping an eye on this one. Ponte Vedra has scored 17-7. That is a good scoreboard for the Sharks. We thought that would be a tight game. It's been a tight game. And guess what? We've got some highlights of that one right now. It is going to be a good test for Ponte Vedra. And that's a fun place to watch a game on a Friday night. Underrated. Sharks strike first. Cole Rosendahl to Jack Bergquist. Loses his defender. Takes it the rest of the way. That's been a nice connection this year. 7-0 Ponte Vedra. Then the defense steps in. Talon Babin. Jason Babin's kid able to cut off the pass and secure an interception for PV. I was just talking about him this week. Niceville would get it back, and the Eagles with a big pickup. Looks like they're in business, but there's a fumble recovered by the Sharks. Ponte Vedra led 10-7 at the break. Where did this one go? That looked like he was open. Good big play. Probably led to a field goal. And they added another score in the third quarter. So they currently lead 17-7. Coach Price and Ponte Vedra. Interesting to watch this team here in November, Sully, because we started the year stunned by the fact that Nease really whooped up on Ponte Vedra in our game of the week. And, well, here come the Sharks, right? This time of year, they get better and better and better. They've built a really nice program. They're usually fundamentally sound. They don't lose football games, it doesn't feel like. And right now, they're winning football games. I think they had a 6-game win streak to close out the regular season.
Yeah, without a doubt. They're playing really good football. Both sides of the ball, special teams, really complement to each other. Coach Price has it going. I think a lot of people were surprised they were the number 1 seed because Beachside had beat them during the regular year. But also Mainland has had a really good year, who's the number 2 seed. So really sets up nice for Ponte Vedra as they continue to take care of business. Well, yeah, it is pretty interesting because they almost didn't win the district. They Beachside won that Tuesday night game. They beat Fleming Island, and Ponte Vedra almost didn't win the district. And so when you have that situation, you're not thinking maybe 1 seed for them. But as you said, the parity in that classification is really good in that region. And, man, to get the 1 seed is huge because I'll tell you what, the ADs love it, right? Get a couple more home football games if you keep winning. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. You don't have to get the charter bus and travel, and that's a bunch of money and feeding all those boys and everything like that. The home games are – people think it's great to host a home game, but for the ADs, like you said, they love it because it saves them a lot of money, and then they make a lot of money. And then as teams get eliminated, more teams in your area aren't playing at home, so more fans will come to your game. That's a great call there. Here's a Fernandina Beach. They need to hustle, and they are. They're back down the other side of the field in a hurry, down 21-10. I'm going to assume the extra point was hit. And, oh, boy, the ball's picked off. And that might do it. West Nassau comes up with a big pick, forced it in there. They had marched right down the field. And then Weston Parks able to get the deflected pass, sitting in the end zone, and he gets the interception, and, well, that will do it. Most likely, West Nassau is going to win another one and win this semifinal over in-county rival Fernandina Beach, and what was a really nice football game in the SSAA semifinals here tonight. Yeah, what kind of crowd we got there? Should have a pretty good crowd there tonight, huh? It sounded like it from the play. I'll have to ask, figure that one out and see what the crowd looks like. Golly, I tell you what, we got to figure out a better spot in that stadium to get, though. That's for sure. If we do this next year. You got the guy's head cut off, like on the sideline. You can't even see him. I don't know, like what's right there. I can't tell. I don't think it's a pole. I think it might be, like the big speakers. I'm kind of thinking that's what it might be. Well, they just got a new field. Maybe we can call them about doing something with the press box to put up another level on top of it. That's right. That's what we're going to have to start doing. We're going to have the Action Sports Shacks area of the press box. We own it. If this thing gets big enough, maybe we can do that at some point and get you a polo shirt. So, most importantly.
Oh, we got my man Ping up there. That's right. He's doing a good job up there for us, so we appreciate it. But he's giving us good updates, too. So only a few more minutes to go in that game, and it looks like West Nassau is going to hold on. Whataburger game of the week is a blowout. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. And most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade. If you need a quality play this football season at your home, call That One Painter First Coast. Locally owned and operated, experienced employees, no builder grade materials. And there's more, and for that we throw it to Noah Schlicksup. That One Painter First Coast can apparently help your kicking game too.
Well, after my failure on skinny sticks last year on Creekside game day, I've spent a lot of time out here at Creekside practicing my kicks. There's only one issue. How is that even possible? The good news is I know exactly who can help. That One Painter can handle all your painting needs, from field goal posts to cabinets to stucco. They got you covered. Though they may not be able to help with my kicking, they can certainly help with the posts. Call That One Painter First Coast today for all your painting needs at 904-495-1373.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
Welcome back to Nease High School for the second half of action between the Nease Panthers and the Oakleaf Knights. It is 31-0 Nease in control as we hit the second half. Noah Schlicksup and Brody McGuff with you here in our Whataburger game of the week. Let's take a look at some scores from around the area before we start the second half of football. Rains currently leads Baker County 36-6 in the fourth quarter. Mandarin up on Crestview 35-7. Fernandina Beach and West Nassau in our other streaming game on the Farrah Friday Night Zone Blitz. They're the words I'm looking for. 14-10 West Nassau. That's a tight ball game right now. How about St. Augustine? 70-14 in the fourth quarter over Arnold. I think St. Aug's going to win that one. Another blowout. We got Bulls 63, Walton 6. That's in the third quarter. Beachside 13 over Milton, who's got 7. Trinity Christian up on Providence by 25. DeLand leads Creekside 56-21 in the third quarter. Niceville and PV, just a 10-point game in the third quarter. That's one to watch out for. Some tight ones, too, between Ed White and Pine Forest. Ed White with a 20-12 advantage, and Baldwin and Florida High 14-10. Florida High with the lead right now, and Middleburg hanging in there right now with Mainland. One we didn't expect to be a very tight game, but that's an 8-point game at halftime. 15-7 Mainland with the advantage. Here at Nease, though, 31-0 Panthers. Brody, you look at any facet of the game right now, Nease has the advantage.
Yeah, they're winning in all areas, all three phases, special teams, offense, defense, you name it, they're winning at that. It's just been an absolute smother fest for Nease. They're just doing whatever they want, whenever they want. Oakleaf, just really not much of anything. A few big plays offensively and defensively. Had a nice stop to hold the 3 and a nice fourth down stop, which was a holding call and got called back. Just really just a dominant performance in that first half by the Panthers' whole team. Oakleaf has to have a lot of luck and some really hard playing if they want to have a chance to come back in this game.
And probably a couple onside kicks as well if they want to get back into this football game. If you're Nease right now, you can't let the foot off the gas, because that's how you let them back in. They scored 31 in that first half. Oakleaf can do the same in the second half. This one certainly should be over, but it isn't, if you know what I'm saying. We'll see if Oakleaf tries something. It's an odd formation here on the kickoff. Players lined up behind each other, stacked up. They go with a pooch kick, a little squib, and it's brought in at the 10-yard line. Running it back is Ford. Ford brought down just shy of the 20-yard line with a flag. .58 degrees here at Nease. Wind blowing just 4 miles an hour. Not as cold as I thought it was going to feel out here, Brody. It's actually a pretty pleasant night.
I agree. I just got my toes and fingers cold. Other than that, I'm pretty warm over here.
It'll be first down and 10 for Nease. They just called targeting on the offense? I mean, on the return team?
It was a weird, wraparound tackle. It was kind of started as an arm tackle.
They called it on Nease.
I know. That's why I'm wondering, like, how is that possible? There was no, maybe he just led with his head, and they're just like, well, that's a targeting, I guess. I don't know. That's weird.
Either way, it'll be first and 10 from their own 10. This Oakleaf defense was unable to make a stop in that first half. Trying to start fresh here in the third quarter as they hold Ordonez to just a few yards. He gets forward for a few yards. It'll be second down and 8. Shotgun formation. Ordonez to the left of Pfeiffer. Play action. They set up a screen to Braden Fielder. Fielder has got the first down past the 20-yard line. And he's down around the 22-23.
Good screen pass. Receiver screen to the left side. Have nice low drives. 10, 15 play drives in that area. Just keep the ball away from Oakleaf and keep this lead.
Jet sweep. This is Ford going to that right side. He had some big plays in the first half. This one's going to go for around 3 or 4 yards.
Solid little jet sweep to the right side. And a solid gain as well. Bring up a second down.
Second down and 6 to go. They hand to Ordonez. Ordonez breaks across the 35 and dives forward to the 39. You know what you appreciate watching Enrique Ordonez? he fights for every yard. Even there at the end, he's jumping forward, reaching that ball out, trying to get 1 or 2 extra yards at the end of his carry.
On his carries tonight, he's always fell forward. He hasn't been knocked back on the tackles. And it takes more than one player to bring that young man down. Very solid halfback. And he's done a lot of great things for this Nease offense throughout the season.
Still got fresh legs. Wasn't used too much in that first half. Sure we'll see a lot more of them in the second. Pfeiffer drops back. He's looking down the field for Vernon Stevens. Incomplete.
5-yard pass intended.
Nease wants a
They want a flag.
Yeah. The DB's head wasn't turned around. He had his hand in his face and didn't have his head turned around. Usually that would be a flag. Refs didn't think so there.
And we got the replay from the sideline. Some contact there, but in the end, ruled good coverage. Second down and 10. Ordonez across the 40-yard line. Looks like they'll give him the 41. It'll be third down and 8.
Just a few yards picked up there. Little run right up the middle. How aggressive does Nease get on his third down? I mean, why am I even saying that? They took a shot big time down the field earlier, so.
Just a moment to look back and realize, what a ball.
Oh my gosh, yes it was.
50 yards down the field, bounced off his shoulder.
Not much sophomores can do that.
Not many seniors can do that.
Yeah.
Pfeiffer lets go of a screen high. Had to let go of a throw under pressure and over the head of Ordonez. So Oakleaf's defense gets their first stop of the game, or second stop of the game.
Nease drained 3 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock. Never mind. Wait. Math is malfunctioning in my brain.
But it was right.
Doesn't matter how we got there, we got there.
Don't second guess yourself, Brody. The punt is away. Takes a hop inside the 30-yard line, rolling down to the 25, which is where Oakleaf will take over. So they get the stop on defense. Now it's time for the offense to go to work. They need points, and they need a lot of them. It all starts right here.
They do. Their comeback, if they can, in pursuit of a comeback, the Knights are, need to start right here, and they need to get a spark quick. They don't have time to really play around, and I wouldn't run the ball too much either. You got to do this through the air majority, but they are starting in a big formation, 2 tight ends in the box.
One of my favorite mindsets or things I've heard about making a comeback in sports, I read Derrick Rose's book, and he said when they're trying to come back, or his mindset would be, they start with a run, going to get 1 or 2 yards. But Derrick Rose, who's one of my favorite basketball players of all time, I grew up on this guy.
Yeah.
He said when they were down, his mindset would be to just cut it in half. If it's a 12-point game, get it down to 6. Or if it's way behind, if they're down by 30, just find a way to get it to 20.
Yeah.
If you're Oakleaf right here, you got to realize you're not going to get it all back in one play. You've got to chip away. Try to make it 31-7. Try to get it to a spot like that where you get points on the board. They take a shot, and it's caught by Connor. Did he get his feet in bounds? Yes, he did.
Wow. What a catch right there from Mike Connor up the right sideline. And what a ball by McKissick to get it in a spot where it's catchable for him right here. Drops back. Drew Casey getting pressure a little bit, and that's a bucket of a ball down the sideline. Really good job from Oakleaf, getting that spark they needed. Let's see if they can keep it going.
I don't know if he got his foot down there. McKissick. Sidearm. Connor. Did he catch it? Yes, he did.
Solid play right there. Kissick maneuvering in the pocket, evades a sack from Crew Casey, gets outside, delivers a nice ball to the sideline. Great catch by Mike Connor, back-to-back plays.
They run this one with Moses. And he's going to make it 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, Moses, their bigger back, more powerful than Coleman is. Nice solid run right up the middle.
See if they go back to him on 3rd and short. That's exactly what they do. Moses gets the 1st down and a few more yards afterwards.
Solid pickup of a 1st down for the Knights offense.
Definitely been their best drive of the game so far.
Yes, it has been, and it's been in a few plays.
First possession, I think, where they picked up multiple 1st downs.
Yeah.
Play action, McKissick looks down the field, and he leads his man just a little too much. He was trying to find Price, unable to connect with him.
Yeah, he's trying to send a floater down there. Solid ball, just a little bit overthrown.
I just want to get a quick shout out here to Matthew Buckley and Nease Panthers. We just got hot chocolates delivered to us up here.
That's nice. Thank you, sir.
That's the first of the season.
Yeah.
A+ hospitality. 2nd down and 10. Ball's on the ground. Who's got it? Nease thinks they have it, and it's Panther football. Drew Casey comes up with the recovery. And just when you think Oakleaf has some life, it's Nease football.
Yeah, that looks like it might be the official dagger. They've had problems earlier in this game getting a fumble on offense just based off the mesh in the backfield. They do it again right there, and Crew Casey falls on it.
Nease High School blaring not like us here in the 3rd quarter. 31-0. Time for a water break. How about a hot chocolate break?
Oh, yeah.
Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz. Every Friday, the only live streaming show in Jacksonville dedicated to high school football. Streaming on Action Sports Jax 24/7. Then we're packing all the highlights into a 30-minute show, Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz, and streaming on Action Sports Jax 24/7, Friday at 10:30 on Fox 30. Sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
6:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's 31-0 Nease, and the Panthers with the football. Brody McGuff, Noah Schlicksup. Braden Felder on the jet sweep. Big hit. Oh, he shrugged him off him.
How much kids that weigh 5'8" and $160 is going to do that?
When you heard that contact and you saw that hit, you're like, oh, he's going to go flying. No, he sent the defender flying. Look at this replay here.
Oh, my gosh. That's impressive. And he ain't taunting either. He just walked right away.
Brody, we were talking this week ahead of the game, and you know that you mentioned that he's the type of guy that just lives and breathes football.
Yeah, he is. My brother Ryan McGuff coached for Nease for a while, and he always would come home and tell me how hard of a worker Braden Felder is and just how much he does for the football team. And he's a quiet kid, keeps his head down, and just does a lot of good things. Well, he was getting interviewed earlier this week by the Chevrolet and Company, and he asked him, what's your favorite thing to do after football games? And he said, I like to go home and watch film. How much high schoolers are going to say that? That's pretty impressive, and that's an impressive young kid down there. Not only an athlete, but just a really hard worker. He's the perfect coachable kid.
Yeah, he told me he was either at football, doing school, or he's in the gym. Pfeiffer, I think that pass was tipped at the line of scrimmage, ended up shy of his target, Sievert.
Pfeiffer pass incomplete. Intended for number 13, Nate Sievert.
4th down, and that's the 2nd straight time Oakleaf has forced Nease to punt one away.
Oakleaf's defense coming alive here in the second half a little bit. It's just the clock is becoming a factor. It's 5 minutes and 28 seconds left in this third quarter. Really not much time for the Knights to chop down this lead.
They got to find a way. High snap. The punt in the air. Fair catch being called for. It bounced. And it will be Oakleaf football on their own 23. We saw Oakleaf get something going before fumbling it away on their last drive. Brody, what do they have to do to get in the end zone on this possession?
Well, they run the ball pretty solid last drive, but then again, I just don't think they have enough time to keep doing that. They got to win through the air, in my opinion. They got to take some shots downfield. They got to win some 50-50 balls. McKissick just has to throw it up to his receivers and give them a chance. You don't have to go for the home run every play. Get the quick game going and set up those long passes, but they're staying in big formation. 2 tight ends in this set.
I don't see Bernie on the field. I wonder if he's maybe hurt.
No Coleman either.
And Moses. Not much doing.
Yeah, it looked like Crew Casey coming off the edge as a dive player, making sure there's no cutback or any run directly in the A-gap. Good tackle by number 10. And just a good job by the Nease D line, just making sure there's really nowhere to go for the ball carrier.
Coleman and Bernie are both on the far sideline. They go back to Moses. And he's going to get up around the 29-yard line. Third down and medium coming up.
Number 33, C.J. Moses on the carry. Stop by the
Panthers. Adam Macy came up without his helmet, so Big Macy Thomas came in to replace him on the line for this third down. Coleman in at running back. Connor to the right, Price to the left. Hand to Coleman, breaks through for the first down and more. Buck Coleman to the 40, to the 30, moving to the right, brought down around the 20-yard line.
Oakleaf's been looking for a big play like that all night. I mentioned earlier, you give the ball to Coleman, you give him a gap. He can find some open space, and he's an explosive player. He's got some real speed on him. Trying to cut back to the right side. Good tackle by the Nease safety to save a touchdown.
They gave it back to Coleman, and this time he's losing yards. Chase Bogle in there alongside Crew Casey. It'll be second down and about 15 yards to go.
Yeah, it's not what the Oakleaf Knights wanted after that big play. They wanted to keep that momentum going, but they got a big time loss right there.
McKissick dumps one off. Caught by Price. There's a flag down by the line of scrimmage.
We have a flag on the play.
We have an illegal shift on the offense.
Illegal shift against Oakleaf. Back him up 5 more yards.
It's like every time they make a big play or something good happens for them, and just more bad luck coming in. They're having a lot of execution problems tonight, whether that's fumbling snaps, illegal formations, illegal man downfield. Just a lot of struggling from this offense.
All around. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the third quarter. They go back to Coleman on the ground. And another short gain. What a job, though. You know, we talk about Oakleaf, but credit this Nease defense for going out there and stopping one of the best run games in the area. This group, they averaged over 200 yards a game.
This Nease defense is dirty, and it's one of the best in the area, and they're proving it tonight.
Timeout for an injured player. I think that might be Coleman down on the field. But yeah, talking about that Nease defense, and just you look back to the game last year, and Oakleaf ran for 298 yards against Nease. They averaged 10 yards per carry.
That's insane.
It's just been such a good job. The linebackers fitting their gaps, that defensive line getting home. There's just been not much doing outside of that one big run we saw in this drive.
Really not much. Nease has just done a phenomenal job. Their coaching staff did a really good job getting their players right, but they just have so many dogs on this defensive front. I mean, you got Chase Bogle in the middle plugging up those A-gaps. You got Crew Casey and Jacob Curry as edge setters and sometimes spill players. Kyle Hurtado. Corners are locked down. Safeties playing some really good football. They just really don't have a gap on their defense.
Yeah, nothing you can really attack there.
Yeah.
Players still down on the field. And we're going to step away for an injury timeout.
Experience is priceless, but there's experience in being a lawyer, and there are life experiences too. You got to have both. There are a lot of good lawyers out there, but the real question is, are they good enough to take time to listen? Are they good enough to treat you with dignity and respect? In other words, are they good enough for you? When we say we're old school, but not old fashioned, we do things in a timeless, classic way that our clients really appreciate. It doesn't get more fairer than that.
Back now at Nease's, players still down on the field. I don't want to, we have a guess of who it is, but I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to say anything wrong. But obviously a lot of concern now is that player still down on the field.
Yeah, we're all just hoping he's all right. Not what you want to see.
Whole Oakleaf sideline taking a knee. Because obviously this seems very serious. Seen, you never quite know at first what's going on and how serious it is, but whole coaching staff out there, athletic training staff on both sides. Player now up, being humped up and given a round of applause. He gets helped off the field. Not able to see a number. I think that's Buck Coleman.
I think it is too, but again, I'm not sure. It's really hard for us to see all the way up here and how far we are. Just
Moses is now back on the field.
Just hoping he's all right.
Scary stuff. I hate to see it here. As McKissick looking for Mike Connor in the end zone, makes the catch, and it's a touchdown, Oakleaf.
What a ball. Wow, Mike Connor not giving up yet. He's been putting in a lot of work in this third quarter. McKissick, just an absolute beautiful ball in that right pylon. Soaring in the air. Connor finds it. That's the first touchdown, or the first points for the Knights tonight. Just a little late with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in this third quarter.
Okay, never say never. The extra point now from Sam Pena, the senior, knocks it through. And it is 31-7. All touchdowns on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network are brought to you by Bono's Pit Barbecue, real pit barbecue since 1949. So Oakleaf now with some points on the board. They trail by 24, so it's back to a 3-possession game. You got to start somewhere, Brody, and back at a 3-possession game, you're going to get 3 possessions. Now you just got to execute.
Yeah, they just got to keep shutting off this Nease offense. Nease offense really hasn't done anything in this half. You feel like if Nease gets on the board again, though, it's just...
It's going to be a tough hill to climb.
Yeah. Oakleaf down, but they're still scratching and clawing. These seniors don't want to go out laying it down. They're going to fight the whole way. Showing some fight here in the third quarter.
Pena to kick it away. Goes for the onside kick. And Nease will recover it on their own 45.
Onside skip, recovered.
Yeah, I feel like that's a great spot to do it. Just Nease did a really good job of.
Not a bad effort there. I mean,
They
have players rallying to the football, got a hit on the player basically right as he got the football in his hands. But that's what the hands team does. Get your hands on the football and secure it on an onside kick.
Yep.
You got one job on the hands team. You got more than one job, but that's what they like to say.
Yeah. It's the main job, I'll tell you that.
They start with the give. Trying to find something on the left side. Nothing doing for Camden Clinton.
Number 20, Cam Clinton on the carry.
He'll lose yards back to the 45. It'll be second down and 11.
Solid job. Making sure there's a good edge set there by the Oakleaf defense. Try to bounce it outside, just nothing working.
Clock down to 1:34 to go in the third quarter. Empty backfield now for Pfeiffer.
Oakleaf showing too high.
Pfeiffer play action. Let's go with a pass. Gets it out wide. This is Sievert. Picks up 10 yards. It'll be third down and 1.
Very solid play right there from Nate Sievert.
Went back, got that football.
Catch made by
Run after catch, too.
Yep. Straight hitches right there is what Draft styled up. Very great play right there for the Panthers offense, setting up a third and short.
They're going to melt this down. Probably run the football and run us into the fourth quarter.
You got to think this is going to 2-6.
That's exactly what it is. Ordonez up the middle. Does he have it? I don't think he does. It's going to be close, but it looks like they're going to mark him about a half yard short. It's going to be fourth down and inches.
Very impressive effort, though. He was wrapped up 3 yards in the backfield and found his way close to the sticks. But a good job from Oakleaf getting a stop there on third down. Nease looking to go for it.
And we're going to see what happens at the start of the fourth quarter. Oakleaf needs a stop, and they need 3 scores. Can they put it together when we come back on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
If you need a quality play this football season at your home, call That One Painter First Coast. Locally owned and operated, experienced employees, no builder-grade materials. And there's more, and for that, we throw it to Noah Schlicksup. That One Painter First Coast can apparently help your kicking game, too.
Well, after my failure on skinny sticks last year on Creekside game day, I've spent a lot of time out here at Creekside practicing my kicks. There's only one issue. How is that even possible? The good news is I know exactly who can help. That One Painter can handle all your painting needs, from field goal posts to cabinets to stucco. They got you covered. Though they may not be able to help with my kicking, they can certainly help with the posts. Call That One Painter First Coast today for all your painting needs at 904-495-1373. Fourth quarter of action. It's Oakleaf and Nease, 4th down in inches for the Nease Panthers. They need the 44. They're on the 44.5. Pfeiffer under center, lining up for the quarterback sneak. Hard count, trying to get Oakleaf to jump. No bite. Goes back under center. Trying again for the hard count. I'm pretty sure he just yelled jumped off sides.
I think I heard that too.
Jump off sides on the last one.
That's fun. That's got to be fun. Sound like a good hard count. I could hear him from up here.
Was it Josh Allen who did that in the NFL last year?
I think Baker Mayfield did, if I'm not mistaken.
Jump off sides!
Multiple QBs have been doing it recently, like saying something like that.
Maybe it works. You know, they put it in their head. It's something different. They're probably not going to jump off sides. Okay, I'll jump, but maybe it's just think about it. It's a different count. What, say what, jump. Like it's different. I don't know.
To me, honestly, though, I think it's kind of waving the white flag. Like, all right, this ain't going to
Call
work.
a timeout. Now they're going to send the offense back out there, though.
I wonder if they tried the hard count again.
Jump.
Why not?
This time it's shotgun formation, trips to the right. They take the snap, and Pfeiffer's got it. He's got the first down. He might have it all inside the 20. Aiden Pfeiffer, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game.
Who would have thought Pfeiffer would have 3 rushing touchdowns in this football game? That's impressive. He's got some wheels on him. I didn't know he could move like that. They faked it Ordonez, faked out our cameraman, and he was off to the races. None of the Oakleaf DBs could catch up. Wow. Pfeiffer just really showing up in this game, and that could be what we think is the dagger.
You know what? When we talk about Aiden Pfeiffer, we always hear, this kid's got a great arm. It's something special. He can make any throw. Let's start talking about the wheels.
Oh, my gosh.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And that might be the final dagger delivered by the Nease Panthers. It's now 38-7 with 11:48 to go. Sorry. Scoreboard is now wrong. 38-7.
Yes, 38. Oakleaf, 7.
Again, just who would have thought it would have been this much of a controlled game for the Panthers.
They're looking dangerous.
Oh, they are. Oakleaf is no slouch, and I'm pretty sure anybody that knows high school around here is going to say the same thing. That's a very tough football team right there, and that's a team that could go deep in a lot of regions.
They're going to face Buchholz next week. And this is a different Nease team than Buchholz saw earlier this season.
Me and Noah kind of hoping Nease gets that win against Buchholz. We get a Nease-Mandarin matchup for the region. Huh?
We're not hoping for anything. That one goes through the legs of Mike Connor, and it's a touchback.
And that's a touchback for Davis Bay. Oakleaf takes off with the 20.
It'll be first down and 10. Oakleaf will get the football on their own 20. 11 minutes and 48 seconds to get 31 points.
Just surprised they're staying in big formation, only have 2 receivers on the field. I will say their trips formation when they have 10 personnel really just hasn't been working up to this point, so I'm all right with the changeup.
They start with a run, and it's stopped for maybe a yard.
Number 2, Reed Coleman. Up the middle, stop. Number 4, Chase.
CJ Moses. Carry. Low snap handle. They hand it off. Moses up the middle. He's going to fall forward to the 24-yard line. Okay, 3rd down and 6.
Great fit by Noah Hodge. Drew Casey going in. Clean that up as well. See if Oakleaf can make something happen on his 3rd down.
One receiver wide on either side. McKissick lets it go, finds Moses, but in there to make the tackle. And now down on the field is the player. I don't have a number. I think it's Noah Hodge, who's announced as he got up and then went down. And now being checked on by the Nease coaching staff, who's calling for trainers.
It does not look good. Chase Bogle ran off with his hands on his helmet and just took it off. It's not a good sight.
And we're going to step away for an injury timeout.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We showed no mercy. Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown! Duval!
ETN is going to take it all the way.
Right here on CBS 47. CBS 47.
Right here.
Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
And it's good now.
Back here in Nease, we think it's a shoulder injury for Bogle, Noah Hodge, but he is back up. 4th down, flag for a false start against Oakleaf.
False start on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Make it 4th down and
Let's
11.
make some noise for that Nease Panther defense.
Oakleaf's last breath right here.
If they want any hope of making a comeback, this is it.
Yeah.
Dropping back McKissick. There's a whistle and a timeout spent by Oakleaf. They didn't like what they saw. They're going to talk things over. 9:37 to play.
Oakleaf, first of the half.
Brody, what are you drawing up here if you're the Oakleaf Knights?
Either go with the crosser to Mike Connor across the middle. That play's been open every time they ran it, just having a hard time connecting on it. They did connect once earlier. Either that or you just take a shot at the sideline. There's really not much you can do at this point. My question is, I haven't seen Trace Burney in forever. He wasn't lined up there. They had 4 receivers on the field. That would be
an injury.
that would be one of the guys you would take the shot to. But he's just not on the field. Just got to take some sort of shot.
Got to get your guy in space.
Yeah.
Whoever you're most comfortable in. I mean, Jordan Price has been the big play threat on this team. He leads the team in yards per reception with 22.5. Committed the UABs, made some good plays tonight. Connor caught the touchdown earlier. He's got a couple big catches. We'll see where they go right here. Nease's crowd making some noise. Here it is. McKissick over the middle. Picked off. Intercepted by Dylan Rhodes. And that's going to be the pick that most likely seals the deal.
Great coverage right there by Dylan Rhodes. Number 17 coming in to make a play at the end. Everybody's been eating tonight on this Nease defense. That's a tough catch, too. What a snag right there. Drafts immediately grabbing his shoulder pads, just shaking them, excited. Just, again, like I just said, everybody on this Nease defense has made a big-time play tonight.
Game, set, match. And Nease starting to plan their trip out to Gainesville next week.
Which should be a really fun one.
Buchholz has ran their region for a long time. Pfeiffer taking a shot. Incomplete. How about that? Nease still attacking at this point of the game.
Yeah, it's the playoffs.
I'm honestly shocked the starters are still.
Yeah, I agree, especially with what happened to Hodge. Old Nease team is around him on that bench as well. Old Nease defense, I mean. Oh, they're taking a flick.
Thumbs down. Ordonez shed to tackle in the backfield, gets forward inside the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 9. 9:04 to play. Just a great all-around performance. And Nease came into this game, they wanted to win up front. On offense, they've done that. On defense, they've done that. They've got big rushing plays on the ground offensively, and defensively, they shut down that run game.
Yeah, man, they're just winning on both sides of the trenches. Receivers blocking great as well.
Play action, a screen to Felder. Felder inside the 30-yard line, and he's going to be a few yards short of a first down.
Another screen to number 6 tonight. Felder runs like a madman.
Showed earlier, he's not afraid of contact. Didn't shy away from it there either.
He did it in that Ponte Vedra game too. As a bunch of week 1 this year that we called, a bunch of screens he took. He's lowering the shoulder. He's not afraid of contact.
Good
that is
center
a fact.
He's got a good center of gravity.
Yeah, great
really
balance.
Good balance. It's leg day.
Oh yeah.
Fourth down and 3. They fake the give to Ford. Pfeiffer's got it. Gets inside the 25-yard line. That's a Nease first down.
And he stayed in bounds to keep that clock rolling. What a move, though, right there.
Like he had 2 guys who read that all the way.
This kid just makes it happen, man. Look at that. That should be a tackle in the backfield right there. Puts a nice little move on him. Stays in bounds. Points first down right there. Number 16 making it happen tonight. Through the ground and through the air. He might have more rushing yards than he does. I think he does more rushing yards than passing. I don't know.
He's over the century mark, that's for sure.
He's trying to add that dual threat to his name.
Credit that offensive line, though, as Ordonez gets forward. Pfeiffer hasn't been sacked tonight. And this is a Oakleaf defense that has gotten at least 3 sacks in every single game this season. They had 6 against Mandarin.
They're making it look easy out there, but it's really not against this Oakleaf defense. This front 7 is nasty, plays with a lot of tenacity as well. Nease just making it look easy.
And this is a group with a sophomore left tackle, a sophomore left guard, a junior center, a right guard in Declan Castillo, who's 230 pounds and just started playing right guard for them from fullback 3 weeks ago. And Jack Molman, the senior, anchoring at right tackle. The screen pass to Felder. Down inside the 15-yard line.
Tigers pass complete to number 6, Braden Felder. Gain of about 3.
Like you said earlier, no, I'm surprised the starters are still in, but it seems like Nease just trying to keep pouring it on offensively.
Not taking any chances.
No.
Third down, about 4 yards to go. 5.5 minutes to play. Play action. Pfeiffer steps forward, lost the football on the ground. Oakleaf has got it. There's the first sack, and it's a strip sack for Christopher Jules.
I'd like to move him around. He's been playing a lot of DN tonight as well. Right there, Oakleaf collapses that pocket. He gets the strip sack and then falls on it himself. It's a very impressive play to do by that young man. Good play by Jules.
The senior, 6'3", 265, 85 tackles, 3.5 sacks this year. Yeah, this is a defensive line that obviously it hasn't been a great defensive performance tonight for Oakleaf, but they got 4 seniors in that group who have been phenomenal. Evan Brown, 7.5 sacks this season. Daquan Beecham, 8.5. Ashnell Lewisick, 8.5. And then Chris Jules just got his 4th right there. Mason Thomas, the junior, offered by Florida State defensive tackle. 90 tackles and 12 sacks this year. Like, they get after it. This defensive line has more tackles than any other D-line we've seen this season.
You're just showing more and more like how impressive this win is for Nease.
Yeah.
And just in a dominated fashion as well. Just very impressed.
And obviously for Oakleaf, this is not the way you want your season to end. But this hasn't been a season that, you know, you hang your head about. They went out there and had their best regular season with an 8-2 record. It's their best regular season since 2015. They continue to raise the bar for this program. And they'll be disappointed with the result here in round 1 of the playoffs, but and they're going to have some players to replace. They're graduating a majority of their defense. They're only returning a couple of players next year. Maury Townsend, Sean Smith, Mason Thomas, starters who aren't seniors. Offensively, they'll return Mike Connor, Sincere Murphy, C.J. Moses, a couple offensive linemen. Miscommunication there between McKissick and Connor. But it's been a really good season here for this Oakleaf team with a lot to remember.
Yeah, and I know they had a really fun time in that Ed White game, as we mentioned before. That was a thriller they won. A scrappy team just got caught here early in the playoffs against a Nease Panthers team that's just came out red hot.
And they're proving themselves to be a threat McKissick. In there to make the play was Greg Wine.
Greg Wine came in to replace Noah Hodge at first, but now majority of I think all the backers, the starting backers are out, but he's the next one up. And
Gage Wynn is how he's announced here.
good play by him. More Nease Panthers defenders making more plays.
Fourth down and close to 20 yards. 3:45 to play. And Nease jumps offside. This is such an impressive win, too. This is a group in Oakleaf that just a few weeks ago at Mandarin 31-14, a game that was close throughout. They dismantled them.
They did, big time. If Nease plays like this, it's a tough team to beat.
Yeah. There's been some inconsistency at times this season. As being brought down is McKissick. Gonna arrest him. The sophomore gets the sack. And it's Nease football. 3:23 to play. Yeah, I think going back to that, the inconsistency this year has been from the offensive group.
Yeah.
The offense plays like this, and this is a team that could very well make a Final Four run.
For sure. If this offense can just keep it together, and tonight they haven't used fully all of their weapons. I mean, everybody's made a big play, but, you know, Chase Pfeiffer is one that hasn't done too much tonight, but he's done a really good job inside the box blocking for him as well. He's been that sixth blocker inside the box offensively.
And that's been a key for tonight's success. He's a guy that hasn't played too much in that role this season. He played a little fullback out here for him as Derek Hardy inside the 10-yard line. But they needed that extra push, and Pfeiffer and this line, they've done a nice job of providing that.
Yeah, and Pfeiffer, a junior, so
6'5", 215.
Wow.
First team all-district tight end. As Hardy with Clinton behind him. Second down and 3 inside the 10-yard line. Hardy hands to Clinton. Clinton inside the 5-yard line. Close to a first down. We'll see if they give it to him.
On the carry up the middle. Good play.
And that is a first down. It'll be first and goal from the 4.
Send those 5 receivers to the right side.
Oh, boy. Hardy's going to run to the left.
Right. I'm checking with drafts.
Runs to the right, trying to cut it back. Derek Hardy. He's going to be a couple yards short of the end zone.
Derek Hardy on the quarterback keeper. Gain of about 1. Second down.
Clock under 2 minutes right now.
Game, please be sure to do so out of the front entrance, the main entrance of the stadium. Please do not exit out of any other gates.
He's looking to pile on this score. Keeping with this 5-wide look to the right side.
Hardy fakes the jet sweep, runs towards the goal line, touchdown! Derek Hardy on the quarterback keeper.
Well, a lot of their touchdown plays tonight have been in that empty backfield and 5 wide receivers set on the right side. Right there, the back of QB. Hardy gets into the end zone. not too much of a problem, and Nease will go up 44-7, and I think that makes a running clock.
Scary sight, though, over on that Oakleaf sideline as an ambulance has arrived. They're pulling out a stretcher.
Oh, boy.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, that's especially on the game they go out to, man.
Extra point is good. It's now 45-7. That is the end of the game with a running clock. Nease advances to the regional semifinals and a date with the Buchholz Bobcats. They get their revenge on the same team that knocked them out a year ago on this field. And the Panthers, by a score of 45-7, will advance. Brody, very impressive performance tonight from Nease. That's a scary team going forward.
Oh, it is, and what a matchup next week, though, in Gainesville at Citizens Field. Buchholz versus Nease. Both teams got loads of talent, man. It's going to be a great game in that one. And if Nease plays like this, it's going to be a tough matchup for Buchholz, even though they beat them pretty handily earlier in the season.
Yeah, but tough to beat a team twice, and especially when they come in playing like Nease. And I'll do it for our coverage here tonight in our Whataburger Game of the Week. We will see you next week for round 2 on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.